Italian, mid-engine design, carbon fiber structure, that pretty much sums up a Lamborghini Aventador. The 4C from Alfa Romeo, remember them? Can save you $300,000 on all that. Well optioned, this one's a steal at $64,000. I'm Tom Voelk with Driven for the New York Times. There's no real exterior model badge, but come on, no one's going to confuse this with a Honda Civic. Alfa Romeo left the U.S. market about 20 years ago. Their comeback? A pure driver's car. Maybe a little too pure for some. Describing the driving dynamic as direct is akin to calling Everclear a beverage. Throttle response, electronic stability control, and transmission mapping can be adjusted, but even in its tamest mode, 4C makes a Miata feel like an old Lexus. For enthusiasts who find modern electric power steering too numb, good news, Alfa's gets no assist at all. Feather light at just under 2,500 pounds. 4C can streak to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, signaling law enforcement for miles. Sonically and visually, it sneaks up on no one. This is not for the Lincoln Town Car crowd. The engine is right here. You really hear it. Not a bad thing. It is a loud thing, though, especially with the racing exhaust, which pretty much eliminates the muffler. Fuel economy is not half bad. Track-grade brakes are painfully effective. The 1750cc aluminum engine bristles with tech, including an after-run pump that, once the engine is shut down, protects the turbo by circulating the oil until it cools. The four-cylinder, with 237 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, is mounted to an aluminum cradle, which is attached to the carbon fiber tub. So are front and rear structural cells. Shifting is done with a twin-clutch 6-speed gearbox, the same one found in the Dodge Dart. Tuned differently, of course. Driven slowly about town, it does lack some refinement. 4C is best when pushed hard. Power delivery can come on fast. I find myself maintaining turbo boost with constant light throttle pressure to smooth the dynamic. The stiff suspension will personally introduce you to every crack, pebble, and rut in the road. Because of that, 4C's natural habitat is the track. It's much more like Lotus Elise than Porsche Cayman. 59% of the weight rests on the rear tires. Cornering is heroic, but 4C requires full attention while in motion. In return, it delivers unique, unfiltered driving thrills with awful visibility out the back. Granted, I'm not the most flexible guy in the world, but the 4C is not particularly easy to get into. Given the cacophony, the stereo is nearly worthless. The wheel is perfect. The optional stitched leather dashboard is lovely to behold. Carbon fiber reinforced seats are snug for big guys, but headroom is generous for tall or helmeted drivers. Alfa's unique way of insisting you will wear your seatbelts? I think I'm bleeding from the ears. If the sun is at your side, tough. There is little in the way of storage. This is the glove box. Alfa Romeo added airbags and 100 pounds of carbon fiber to meet U.S. safety regulations. Thinking of taking the 4C on a road trip? Go alone, with endurance and earplugs. Unlike Cayman, there's no storage here. It's where your feet go. 4C's lightweight composite skin is Italian sculpture to rival Michelangelo's David. Let's hope future U.S. Alfa Romeo offerings are half as stylish as this weekend toy and much less high-strung.